And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Mexa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Mexa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome. Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxer. We're live at Mossy Ford in Pacific Beach, just off the I-5 freeway on Mission Bay Drive. Easy to find. Our live San Diego County Ford dealer live remote here, and we have the man, Ron Lane from Fastlane Kayaks, and we're going to be talking some kayaking, talking about our mothership trip, talking about bluefin fishing and more. You stay tuned. This is Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the mightier 1090.
I got a garage full of fishing tackle, and every time I get out on the water, I realize I forgot something important. But I never forget my life jacket. I make sure my buddies wear theirs, too. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Your San Diego County Ford dealer knows that vehicles are not one size fits all, and they have a variety to choose from to suit your individual wants and needs. Looking for a truck to handle both work and play? The legendary F-150 has you covered with its military-grade aluminum alloy body and high-strength steel frame and smart technology, like the available Pro Trailer Backup Assist to help you back up your boat with the turn of a dial. Or do you need a vehicle that's ready for your next adventure? The Ford Ranger is standing by, so grab your gear and let's go. This adventure-ready truck has an available terrain management system that has 4 selectable drive modes depending on what terrain you're on for optimum performance. Is an SUV more your speed? No problem. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have those too. The 2020 Ford Explorer has been completely redesigned inside and out and has available third-row power-fold seats to easily accommodate more passengers or cargo, and available twin-panel moonroof to let the outdoors in. Visit buyfordnow.com to learn more, or visit your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
You've heard all about it. You know the anglers catching fish have it, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. We're live at Mossy Ford in Pacific Beach, starting out a great day already. A great crowd down here.
Yeah.
4th of July weekend. Fish are biting. Trucks and cars are for sale. It's going to be a good day, buddy.
It's really a good day here at Mossy. And come on down. It's easy to find. Mission Bay Drive. It's easy, just a Grand Garnet exit, either north or south. And it's right on Mission Bay Drive. Basically, those put you right on the Mission Bay Drive. And it's easy to find. There's parking around the streets there. You can find easy parking kind of all around the streets here. You can actually park on the streets here, which is nice. Yeah. And so come on down and join us. Still plenty of room. You have a chance to win that Kingfisher Charters Sitka, Alaska trip for 2022.
You believe that?
The prize table is loaded.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Tommy P and the Cowboy are there helping out, and we even have a celebrity guest helper today, and that is the Iron Man, Gary White.
Yeah.
Came down from Lawndale, and we have Dave and Arnie helping out. So I want to thank everybody for coming on down today, and we have a celebrity guest today, Ron Lane from Fastlane Kayaks, right, Ron?
Oh, yeah. yeah, celebrity. Smoke and mirror feed.
So you brought the new Lynx.
Oh, my favorite.
Is it the missing Lynx?
It has been missing. What's wrong with having something that's really, really light? Nothing.
Oh, yeah, right.
Really, really stable? Nothing. And a chair that's so comfortable.
That I fished on our Islander kayak trip this Wednesday, which went fantastic. We had great weather. Fishing was challenging, but Ron managed to get a nice big yellow, right?
I saw that.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, that was one of my favorite fish of all time because it took me into the kelp, and I had to actually see the kelp cutter rig in action.
And you were fishing the Lynx.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so this was your first kind of big open water trip on the Lynx. What'd you think?
Oh, I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to beat that Outback.
I love the Outback.
For stability and just tackle management.
Yeah.
But this thing, we outfitted it with a hook reveal, the split shot, and we had a bait live well on it. That I mean, those sardines the boat was bringing us, they stayed all day.
Was this the actual boat you were using?
Yeah,
this thing's dialed in, man.
Because you can't get them right now.
No.
Get in line, right?
We got our first allotment. It was gone in 1 weekend.
Yeah, but you're gonna get more.
Yeah. Well, and what we're doing is we're just taking deposits so that you can get in line, pick a color, and get in line. It's a refundable deposit, and that way, when we get them, you get them.
Yeah.
I really like it.
It's amazing.
And it weighs how much?
42 pounds.
42 pounds.
When we
versus an Outback weighs how much?
It's over 90. It's close to 100.
So almost over twice. Yeah.
Well, the thing is you want a boat that you can put on a small car on a car rack. And, we need a boat that is a quick attack mission.
Sure.
You don't take
easy to throw in, easy to throw out.
Yeah, I mean, Dana Pastelli, who's had about every Hobie that's ever been made by Hobie, kayaks, and he traded in his Pro Angler and his I-11. So he had light and he had the aircraft carrier, the Hummer, and he traded in because he needed to downsize because he moved to OB, and he traded those in, got a Lynx, first day out, right at La Jolla, 35-pound yellowtail.
Nice.
Oh,
I have the photos. When he said 35-pound, I rolled my eyes,
and sure it was, buddy.
And when you measure the picture where it was on that thing, I'm going, how did,
wow, that's cool.
How did he get it in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and the nice thing about the Lynx is it's stackable, too. You put 2 or 3 on top of each other and take up basically the same room as you would with one kayak.
Well, it's like stand-up paddle boards. You're just putting, 3 stand-up paddle boards on your car.
And if you want to make it into a stand-up paddleboard, you can do that.
Great, yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
No, it's kind of a very versatile boat. And now, the comparison, though, between the Outback, which is my favorite model, and the Lynx. Give us a comparison.
Well,
because it doesn't replace. It's just a different boat. It doesn't replace the Outback or any of the other models. Or the Pro Angler.
No, it doesn't replace any of those. Those things are so solid. I mean, the demand for those is so high because they fish so well. Yeah. Now, one of the interesting things that while I was out there on our trip, I know, I got to think about it. Mark Johnson. He's one of the
was with us, yeah.
Yeah, he was very instrumental in this boat. One of the guys that was giving input and shaping.
One of the designers,
Yeah, he shapes all my stand-up paddleboards.
Yeah,
and
mine too.
Yeah, and Mark was on the trip. I mean, what the heck? We had one of the guys, seeing how they work. He was on the trip, seeing how it works. So you've got these engineers and these input guys from Hobie fishing with us on a long-range trip.
Yeah,
so
seeing,
cool.
To me, that means a lot. We had Shane there. He's the guy who did the H crate. And everybody buys an H crate.
Yeah.
Because you got so much versatility with it. I was just out, when we were in Cedro's trip, one of the guys, Gene, he wanted a fly fish. Well, that H crate locks a fly rod right into the box. So you can take it with you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it.
So you just need to figure out how to outfit them all.
Well, when these guys go fishing with you and then they build boats, that's how you build a boat.
That's the key. Yeah. And they're fishermen.
Yeah.
They enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. He was out fly fishing, roping those calicos.
Yeah. Corey Sandin was with us.
Oh, cool.
Corey,
the master.
Corey, I think, won the longest day of because Chris Minnick was with us. Corey, I think, won the longest day on the water on the kayak. I think he was 13 hours in the kayak.
Yeah. Beat Harry?
No, yeah, he beat Harry
just by a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
he beat Harry. But here's one of the things that blew my mind about Corey is when I finally got out. We had some situations, on the boat, getting everybody going. I noticed he's all the way up the furthest around the point.
Yeah, around the pyramid. Yeah. We started at China. For those of you familiar with Clemente Island, and the boat just basically hip hopped all the way all day long, and downwind just worked from China all the way, and then at the end of the day, we couldn't find Corey. It's like, where's Corey? Because we're just inside.
No, we've been we've been on the boats all day,
so
solid 12 hours.
They sent the skiff around, and he was around pyramid on the other side with another guy. But anyway, he had fish up to 7 on the weedless.
Nice.
Fished the weedless all day long.
That's Corey.
But caught some fish, he won the award, and he was on an outback.
Went furthest.
Yeah.
Longest.
Yeah, because Chris Minnick was there.
And a surprise to no one.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But here's the thing about that Islander kayak trip is they bring you snacks, they bring you lunch, they bring you waters, they bring you beer on the skiff, whatever you want.
They bring you bait, whatever.
Like you call out on the radio, they say, the bait, you call out and say, they go, who wants to go lunch? Well, needless to say, Ricky, I was back on the boat having lunch. I mean, 5 hours in the morning, 6 hours in the afternoon, that was enough for me.
You earned a sit-down lunch.
Yeah. So,
how do you get out of the boat? That place is so... I never got out of the boat.
Yeah, you never got out of the boat either.
I mean, it's...
Lunch on the boat.
And I'm sitting there kind of in that moment of I'm just fishing and nothing really... Hey, do you want a snack, Ron? And they come by with cookies, homemade cookies.
So cool.
Hot in foil. Yeah.
But for the sake of answering that question, how do you get out of the boat? How easy is it when you go on the Islander with that big platform that they have for getting in and out of the boats? I mean, they make those guys do that trip so good.
They're good at it.
Oh, they're smooth.
And their crew is
they're
exceptional.
They're the best crew, and
absolutely
Steve.
Exceptional. Yeah, they're incredible.
Yeah.
Steve wasn't with us.
Okay. Oh, so you had the best of it then.
Well, come on. Steve Goner's a good guy,
he is
man.
The best.
Goner. Well, we can talk about Steve.
Yeah.
But no, and Pete, the captain.
Yeah, he is awesome.
Captain John and Captain Pete. Of course, John the owner, Pete's the main captain. But Pete is awesome.
No doubt.
He's a great guy.
That's a great
rig. Personable guy, and everybody on the the chef, fantastic.
Yeah.
They have a new chef this year, and
I saw some pictures. Ron,
how about the quesadillas they brought us in the afternoon with guacamole? They were like
on the kayak
while you're on your kayak. That's so cool.
I'm sitting out there going,
that's awesome.
Well, I think I will take a little break.
Yeah, but fishing was fun, and it was a little slow for Clemente, calico wise. I think I had 30 on the Viejo. I kind of dedicated myself to the Viejo all day. 7-inch Viejo. I took Corey 3/4 inch lead, 3/4 ounce lead head, 7-inch Viejo. Lots and lots of bites and fish up to 5. But there was guys fishing bait. Harry fished pretty much halibut all day. He got a nice 28-incher.
Right on, Harry.
Yeah. So and there was yellows being caught. A lot of calicos being caught.
It just sounds like a very successful day of fishing on Clemente Island.
What makes a kayak trip successful is the weather. We had the window.
And the weather was right?
Oh,
cool.
Oh, yeah. To be able to fish pyramid all day. Yeah.
That's awesome, you guys.
And then we had an amazing show. Oh, hi. Cricket just flew on us here. We had an amazing show in the evening. We came around to the front side and just anchored up for dinner and had an amazing show of all these salps, like billions of them in the water. And then a green sea turtle came into the lights.
Oh, cool.
And
followed us.
And flying fish all over the place. Yeah, it was really cool. Cool trip.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of guys had never really seen a flying fish up close.
Right.
So when their wings are out and the lights on them, they are so pretty.
Yeah, it's a cool fish.
Crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So what I know we had some guys from Hobie on the boat, Mark and Shane. What's the story on production? I mean, he said that they're ramping up the local production here. They hired some more people and stuff like that. Are they going to become more available? I know everybody wants to get into the Hobie kayak because it's the best.
Well, I hope so. It's been tough.
Yeah. So do you have any boats now?
I do. I have Outbacks right now.
Come on.
Yeah, and I have the new starter boat. The little Passport.
Okay.
So we've got boats in inventory.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was mainly it's not so much the production of the hulls; it's the components that go on them, like seats, Mirage Drives. One little bump in the chain, in that production, and all of a sudden it just throws a monkey wrench. Like, I've got a whole bunch of pro anglers, no seats.
No seats.
Get a lawn chair,
but if somebody wants an Outback right now, fully set up, you can set them up.
Yeah, we've got. I think I checked yesterday morning, and we had 4 available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is the first time we've had any available in literally 6 months.
Wow. So the advantage of the Outback is more storage. You've got that great storage compartment right underneath you. You've got a closed storage in the bow.
Storage, durability. It's just so proven.
Yeah.
When you build a boat for 20 years,
right,
and you have a list of things that you would change, do differently, and then you build version 2, oh my goodness.
Sure.
That list came to fruition. And the way the hatches work, the way the H-rails are integrated into the hull, and it's
one of those things where while you're using it, you're thinking, this just can't be better. The latest version is the best it's ever been. It gets no better. And then all of a sudden the next one comes out, and there's things that you didn't even know that you could have liked more, and that is that.
That's it exactly. I get guys come in all the time, and they say, well, I've got an Outback. Why would I need the new one?
Well, the seat, for sure.
Well, the seat's the same on between 2016, 17s to the 19s.
Okay.
But now the Mirage Drive has changed a lot. It's got reverse. It's got kick-up fins.
Pretty awesome.
They come with turbo fins. So it's just latest, greatest.
That's cool.
Now, we were talking about the differences between the Lynx. The Lynx, and did I say this already? Only weighs 42 pounds.
42 pounds.
Just wild.
The guys on the boats that were loading them went, oh, my. Well, I like this trip. There's 5 Lynxes.
There were guys on the boat that had paddle kayaks, older style, with old seats. And one gentleman came to me and said, that's the seat, it's like the old style kind of foam seat, or I don't know what you're... The old style. And you're sitting all day in this kayak, you're still stiff when you get up on the boat just for a little bit, but you're really comfortable. Those other seats, I feel sorry for the people that are in those seats.
I don't...
You can't sit in those things more than a few hours.
These are the most comfortable lawn chairs I've ever sat in.
Yeah. And then pedaling versus paddling is a game changer.
Hands-free.
Yeah.
Faster. You don't walk around on your arms.
Yeah. When you caught that big yellowtail on the kayak, were you slow trolling?
No.
Just sitting.
I was throwing. I had a bait just soaking. And I was throwing stick baits and things.
Yeah.
I was throwing everything at it.
So you had a bait hanging out, and while you're throwing stick baits.
Yep.
Smart man.
And it got
any opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, it just ripped some line. And then, what was interesting was I finally got to see the kelp cutter rig in action. How that's supposed to work. So many times you get into the kelp and it's so hopelessly tangled that you go, oh, man, I just lost a fish. Well, I kept singing this song, and I hope Johnny Savici's listening, because when we were in Cedros Island, we were singing that song by the Stones, Time's on My Side.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I sat there just waiting and letting it bank through, and I was pulling and squeaking line, and sure enough, a whole big wad of kelp came up.
That's so cool.
And anybody who's fishing La Jolla or any of these kelp places that doesn't know about a kelp cutter rig, get into your local tackle shop and find out about that spectra that will cut through kelp.
Yeah.
It blew my mind.
That's awesome, Ron.
It works.
Yeah, it works
Short
great.
Top shot, fishing the kelp, yeah. Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for you today. A lot to talk about here in Let's Talk Hookup. You can come check out the new links here at Mossy Ford and Pacific Beach.
Yeah, this is going to be a great one.
Come on down and join us.
No doubt. Lots of info, and always so much fun having Ron from fishing and surfing and all the different boats that they have. It's just going to be a great one, and we want to have you join us this morning. Like Pete said, best thing to do, it's so early in the morning. Come down. Come join us here at Mossy Ford and Pacific Beach. We got a lot of great info to talk about and a lot of great stuff coming your way. And, again, so easy to find. Going to be a great time here in Pacific Beach. Beach, right in between Grand and Garnett on Mission Bay Drive. It's a super easy spot to find, and, man, we are giving away so much good stuff today. Starting with the casting contest, which is already going full speed this morning. Our casting contest prizes include an Anza fillet knife, one of those custom handmade knives from Anza, a cool Seaguar fluorocarbon kit that's got Seaguar Premier, it's got pink label, a bunch of different sizes, a really nice Seaguar fluorocarbon package, and a full-day trip on board the San Diego. So a great opportunity for prizes. Plus, the winner of the casting contest qualifies for one of the big grand prizes. As well, everyone that's in attendance today is going to get a ticket for all of the great prizes that we're giving away. Plus, you're going to fill out an entry form to be one of the 8 qualifiers to win one of the grand prizes. Again, the mega grand prize, it's a trip for one to Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska on any available trip in 2022. It's all-inclusive except for your airfare and your tip. You're going to get to go to Alaska. And, again, you're going to get that shot by either winning the casting contest or being one of the lucky random draws that we're going to be doing at the end of the day today.
Yeah, and we have a lot of great giveaways here for you from AFCO, Cutwater. We've got a lot of Seaguar fluorocarbon giveaway. We've got some AFCO fluorocarbon, a lot of AFCO shirts and accessories, kite clips and things like that. Maui Gym accessories. A lot of great stuff. Table is absolutely stuffed with stuff. And, of course, when you get here, you get a ticket for the drawing, as well as don't forget to put in a ticket for the grand prize drawing where you get a chance to win that trip to Kingfisher Charters.
And the other stuff, it's just insane, too. All the great goodies that are given away in those grand prizes, Shimano rods and reels. You get a trip on the Blackjack, your own charter.
Your own charter out of Dana Landing.
AFCO anhydrous gear. I mean, the Maui Gym sunglasses. There are 8 prizes, is that right?
Yeah, 8 total prizes.
8 killer prizes. It's just a great time, and we're having a great time, and we want to have you join us this morning again. Come on down to Mossy Ford and Pacific Beach, and if you can't join us and want to get us on the phones, we want to hear from you. Give us a call this morning at 213-432-1090. Again, 213-432-1090 is how you reach us on the phones, or you can text the show. There's already been a couple of great text questions come through. That text is only available through the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's easy to download, completely free. Just search Let's Talk Hookup in your app store, and you will find the Let's Talk Hookup app, and you can text the show with your questions. And we're going to be having lots of fun, taking your phone calls, taking your live stand-up mic questions. Lots of great stuff coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California's sport fishing voice on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the mightier 1090.
Let's talk candidly about long-range fishing. This is Captain Frank DePresti of the Royal Polaris and the Shogun. Nowhere on Earth will you find a fleet of long-range boats like we have in San Diego. We are fortunate to have several top-notch operations to take you to the most productive fishing grounds in the world. We all offer good food, comfortable staterooms, huge bait capacity, and top-of-the-line fish-finding electronics. So why would you choose the Royal Polaris or the Shogun for your next long-range trip? What sets us apart from the rest? It's pretty simple. The boats, the crew, and the service. From the moment you arrive at Fisherman's Landing, the service begins. We help you load your gear and do everything possible to get beginners or seasoned veterans ready to catch fish. When it's time to fish, the Royal Polaris and the Shogun have the edge there too, delivering the 2 best fishing platforms in the fleet. But don't take my word for it. Come fishing with us. If you want the best, it's Royal Polaris and the Shogun. For more information, call 619-226-8030 or on the web at royalpolarissportfishing.com or shogunsportfishing.com.
Dana Landing in Mission Bay is truly the one-stop shop for a great day on the water. Come join our expert fishing staff for just about anything you need for a great day of on-the-water fun. Looking for a fishing charter? Dana Landing has you covered with the Blackjack, perfect for up to 4 anglers, or the Impulse with up to 6. Dana Landing has a huge selection with everything you need to catch small bay bass or giant tuna. We will be sure to set you up with the right gear. We even offer reel repair and Mexican and California fishing licenses. Don't forget the amazing deli at Dana Landing with all the food, ice, and beverages you need to complete your day. Need freshwater tackle? Head to East County Bait and Tackle with all the finest rods and reels, the hottest freshwater lures, and live bait. ECBT has an amazing staff who love to share their passion for fishing. East County Bait and Tackle is located at the end of the 67 freeway on Main Street in Lakeside, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana launch ramp on San Diego's Mission Bay. Check out DanaLanding.com for more details.
Hey anglers, AFCO Pro Captain Ben Florentino of Coastal Charters here. As a full-time guide, I'm on the water all year long. It's my livelihood. Having the right clothing is of the utmost importance, staying warm, dry, cool, and comfortable to endure whatever the Pacific wants to throw at me. Thankfully, I'm equipped with AFCO clothing to keep me dialed season after season. Do yourself a favor and check out AFCO's award-winning gear at a dealer near you, or learn more at AFCO.com.
Here's the hot tip on the best fishing LA has to offer. 22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro. They are home to LA's finest open party fleet, including overnight on the Freedom, Catalina Freelance on the Pursuit, half-day trips on the Monte Carlo, and three-quarter-day trips on the Sea Angler. For your own private charter, we have the Outrider Crew Line available. There's always plenty of free parking and a fully stocked tackle store. 22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro. Call 310-832-8304 or on the web at 22ndstreet.com.
Seasoned long-range fishermen know that the Red Rooster 3 is the finest fishing vessels in terms of technology, design, speed, comfort, and safety. This 105-foot sport fishing yacht meets every demand for comfort while delivering an unforgettable fishing vacation. Captain Andy Cates and crew are experienced, friendly, and sincere in their desire to help you have the trip of a lifetime. Book a trip on the Red Rooster 3, and you'll be back. Trips go fast. So check redrooster3.com or call Lee Palm Sport Fisheries at 619-224-3857.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. We're having a great time here at Mossy Ford and Pacific Beach. First round of giveaways was crazy already.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is great. I'm telling you, if you're hanging out at the house right now, just cruise down. It's going to be a great time. Yeah. We've got a great spot, lots going on, casting contests going full speed, giveaways going full speed, and we got Ron Lane down here showing off some cool kayaks. It's just a great show, and we're really looking forward to having you participate and come down and hang out with us.
You know, one thing I forgot to mention that I wanted to was TB Metal Arts, Todd, who was supposed to go on the trip, but he messed up his knee, had to bail. But he sent a mount for the jackpot fish on the trip. And Ron Lane, what mount are you going to choose? Are you going to put that yellowtail on the mount? Are you going to make a yellowtail?
I got to do a yellowtail.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love that guy's art. On my refrigerator at home, we were having an event, and he had these little fish tails, and they were magnets for the refrigerator. I've got 3 of them on my refrigerator at home. So nice. I was happy to win that thing.
Yeah, for sure. So thanks to Todd and tbmetalarts.com, tbmetalarts.com. Thanks for Todd to donate that, and hopefully next year you'll be able to join us on the Islander for sure. And you know, here's another good text too from Jeff at Cedros Kayak Fishing. Yeah, loving the info on the links. Chris Minnick says I need these for Cedros at 40 pounds. They would be easy to use on my pongers. My crew would love me to, since they are lighter and our outbacks would be less work. Quick report: just got back last night. Yellows to 35 pounds, black sea bass to 64 pounds, thousands in the calicos, 8 pound, great. To 8 pounds. Great trip. We had great weather, and a happy 4th of July from Jeff at Cedros Kayak Fishing or Cedros Island Fishing Charters.
How's that for a report?
Yeah, that's a pretty good report.
Well, you know what? When I was there the week before, that was last week.
You've been a busy guy.
Johnny Ceviche, the La Jolla Shores. You know,
he's the guru.
Yeah, 20 years ago, this guy was making little movies and people following around. I remember Morgan Promnitz and my son Jared. Oh, there's Johnny. He knows everything. Anyway, he's on the trip with us, and the guys that went fishing with us are going, "Wait, you're Johnny, the real one?"
That's cool.
And Johnny was out there. He caught a fish, and when they pulled it up out of the water, I go, "Oh my God, that thing is bigger than Johnny." And, you know, when we weighed it, you know, Jeff's got this scale that's just awesome at the house. And it was 107-pound black sea bass, and Johnny weighs $110.
Wow,
so
that's pretty cool.
It was almost as big as Johnny.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I never seen a fish that big on a kayak.
So how was your trip down to Cedros Island Fishing Charters?
A dream trip.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I go, it's different. You know, it's not like we just go right out front and fish for yellowtail. They load the boat with all the kayaks, 2 pongas, 3 kayaks in each one. We hop in and we go adventure around on the island. Cool. It's like the first day we fished this place that's around the corner that are these 2 big dynamic rocks. with boiler rocks and kelp, and it's just so awesome.
So cool that you can be so mobile because you can go to where the conditions are right. And if the area you were thinking maybe the current's not right, well, the ponga keeps going, and so you're only fishing where it's right.
And you can get right into those foamy areas.
Oh, how cool.
Foam is home for those
awesome.
big ones. It's pretty cool. Then the next day, they take us to the secret spot. Oh, my goodness. I'm like going, what the heck? And, it's like a spot that not too many people get to fish because it's about 40 minutes from the island. And I saw cartwheeling calicos on the kelp. It's just like when you see calicos coming out of the kelp and cartwheeling and laying on top of the kelp, it's like, whoa, it's on.
That's so cool.
You start thinking, Corey's weedless.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. So, Jeff, talk about the links. Now, Debbie just told you have links coming.
Yeah,
you gave you the secret inside info from the boss.
I did. I got the text that says, "Hey, Ron, they're coming soon."
So
I haven't been around the shop that much, and she just wanted to make sure I knew that we do have them coming in really soon. I have hundreds ordered.
Do you have one that people can actually try before they buy?
No, not right now.
Not right now.
Well, we will.
Okay.
Because I have two of them. I'm not letting those go.
Yeah.
The one I fished on.
You better not.
No, they're too fun and they're too easy. It's just so. We can literally throw them on Debbie's little Audi.
Yeah.
That we got from Arnie.
Yeah.
And we can throw them right on the roof, two of them, and go anywhere. Mammoth.
Yeah. That's so.
But the best thing to do is go in, check it out. You'll show them what it looks like, and put a deposit on one that's coming in.
Yeah,
and you could get one very soon.
It's almost like a bookmark.
Yeah.
It's a $100 refundable deposit that just holds your boat to get in line.
Welcome to today's new world of
anything
post-COVID,
outdoors,
right?
Yeah.
You want it? Get in line, right?
It's really changed.
Yeah.
I could just feel everything Ron was saying in thinking of in terms of the tackle store, and it's just the same way. We talked about it a few weeks ago on Let's Talk Hookup that if you were in the market for buying some big fish gear, like you need to get that now because it's going to run out. And like I'm telling you, it's happening, and there's the thirst for everything outdoors is so high right now. The fishing opportunity is so good right now. The weather's so right now that it's just everybody is gobbling up everything that's available, and it's just like that. I could feel everything that Ron said, in terms of the tackle store.
Well, you're on the other side of the counter on that. So I've been going to tackle stores, getting ready for these trips, and I'm going, man, I should have came earlier. Yeah, it was a scramble. So if you're going on a trip, don't wait till that last day.
It's not too late, but that window is going to happen at some point, for sure. If you know that it's going to be happening, if you've got a trip that's in the fall and you're just not worried about it because the fall is so long from now, boy, if you've got something you need to get, I'm just so encouraging you. And I didn't mean come to our place. That just means go to wherever it is that you need to go because there's just not as much stuff as people want to buy, and it's just going like that. So if you got a trip, you got to go and get it handled.
There you go. Well, phones are packed up. Let's go ahead and jump in it.
This is going to be a great show. So much stand-up mic questions, so much phone calls. We're going to start it off on the phones with Roger. He's calling us from Fullerton this morning. Good morning, Roger. Thanks for joining us here on Let's Talk Hookup.
You're welcome, Rick. This is the greatest fishing program, and it's the best talk show host radio program on the air. I've always supported Rollo fishing for kids. Matter of fact, I went on the first Tuna Wars trip, and the total was under 130 for the winning boat. Wait till you guys hear what the total was for the winning boat this year. Anyway, I called to talk about, I'm a retired master pyrotechnician, 17 years working at Disneyland, and I would like, without dwelling on the subject, the Rollo's people warn people not to screw with illegal fireworks and to have supervised for the minors when they're messing with safe and insane fireworks. They can at least acknowledge the danger in this. And I would love to hear this every year at this time of year. And for everyone out there, have a safe 4th of July, and don't screw with fireworks.
That is such a great message. I mean, if you're living in a place that has a lot of water, great. But you know what? We don't have any water here. And everything is dry. And if you're shooting fireworks off, don't do it. I mean, you could basically ruin people's lives. So is it worth it? No. It's not. So that's a very, very good message and a nice 4th of July message. And speaking of Captain Rollo's Kids at Sea, Friends of Rollo, the Tuna Wars trip. Oh, my
Man,
gosh.
how about that, dude?
Congratulations to Captain Taro Takeuchi on the Liberty for so here's the deal. So Paul Hebert had to switch boats. They made him move from the Tomahawk to the Liberty,
which was the winning boat the year previous.
So, so Paul was a defending champion, Paul Hebert, and so it's like, well, why are you moving me? I'm like, well, don't worry, Taro's okay.
Yeah.
So it was very close, and the Tomahawk did a great job.
Captain Mike Laus.
And they got more fish. I think they had 18 big fish. It was all big fish, I guess, but. The Liberty crew caught the biggest fish, and the combined 3 fish weight, I think, was over 300 pounds.
I know it was. I mean, I think it was well over both boats. Their top 3 fish were all in the triple digits.
Yeah,
and
Mike Lum, congratulations to him. He got the biggest fish.
Nice, Mike.
A cow over 200.
Get out of here!
Yeah,
right on.
Yeah. So and the captain's reception, as well as the Tuna Wars, was a huge moneymaker for Captain Rollo's Kids at Sea. We're going to be able to literally send hundreds of kids
That's so cool.
fishing because of the money donated from that trip. From the event on Sunday, which, by the way, huge hats off to Steve Pennard from Dana Landing and Ron Lane for helping host that. But Steve Pennard went above and beyond Call of Duty.
I have to agree with that. I was amazed.
He not only helped set up everything, he also had tri-tip sandwiches there. Tri-tip Tuesday.
Man,
he had tri-tip sandwiches there. He supplied all the wine and water, which there was a lot of wine consumed.
After watching the bidding and the raffling, I could tell.
And Jeff from Sushi on a Roll was there.
Cool.
Jeff and his guy Steve did a great job. And Tommy Gomes was there making his famous fish tacos, the monger himself. And, of course, Sean was there with Melanie, serving pokey and smoked fish. And then there was, I believe it was McLaren beer, I believe. They were there. And all the Trout Pound guys were serving the beer.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So it was really a great event. And hundreds of prizes donated, and thanks to everybody that did that. And then the custom rods, Jim Trelekas.
Oh, man.
Did you hear what that Jim Trelekas rod went for? $1,700. So that was cool. So thanks to all the guys that donated everything for that and helped take a lot of kids fishing. And how many here were at the event? Yeah, I know here is a lot of people were here, and it was a great event. And anybody here fished on the Tuna Wars trip? Yeah, okay. You were there. Which boat were you on?
Jack?
The Tomahawk, but hey, you came close, though.
Hey, second place is still pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, hey, thanks a lot for all that you do. Hey, we have the cast man, Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours.
Well, let's find out what's going on with that Cast Tours report today. It's sponsored by Gamakatsu Nautilus Circle Hooks. They've been a top choice for fishing tuna this season from the Nautilus Light, my favorite, which is the regular original Nautilus, and also that new Nautilus HD. Having the ability to choose the right size circle hook is critical, and with Gamakatsu Nautilus, you have the choice and the confidence that you're using the finest hooks made. Stock up on Gamakatsu Nautilus Circle Hooks at selected tackle stores. And let's talk to the cast man, Richard Castaneda. Buenos dias, cast man.
Hey, buenos dias, Ricky. Good show, boys.
Thanks, cast man.
Yeah, sounds like the Tuna Wars, man. What a great trip. I mean, great tournament they had there. That was fantastic. Big fish. Wow.
Yeah, no kidding. Cool. Hey, cast man.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh,
hey, let's hear the report.
All right, man. Let me tell you, Dorado, we've been talking about it. It was a little slow earlier in the week, but there's some bigger fish coming in now. They're getting some Dorado. I think up Danny Talamantes, our charter master down there, said they had one to 36 pounds this past week, and of course they're starting to get more in that 20 to 30 pound class. Surprising, too, he said toward week's end they had a really, really good yellowtail bite going on at Puerto Almejas. And the Dorado are fairly close, not too far off Punta Lobo. And another typical thing that happens this time of year, a lot of striped marlin and sailfish coming into the area. So there's a lot of good fishing going on in Loretto right now. So anybody that's going down here in the next this July and August should get in some really good fishing. Moving down to San Jose del Cabo there, our Baja Bob of La Playita there reporting. The port was closed for about 3 days. They had at Enrique, I think it was Enrique Chubasco, and then died real quick into a tropical storm, and basically just put a little bit of rain there on the southern tip, but they did close the port for 3 days. But he says, the banks up at San Luis, Iman Bank, and Vinarama, they're getting some pretty good-sized tuna there. Most of the tuna are 20 to 30 pounds, but occasionally 50, 60, 88-pounder. Most being taken on the sardinas and the drifting the chunk squid. Dorado also showed up there in that area. There's starting to be a bigger grade down there also. Eric Brixton reported some 30, 40-pound fish being caught down that way. And it's amazing. There's still quite a bit of Sierra. And here we are in July, and there's Sierra still hanging around. So the water's remaining fairly cool down there. And I think that's why that hurricane died. Once it hit cool water, it just basically dissipated. Also, striped marlin all around. East Cape boats are getting the striped marlin. The Paz boats are getting the striped marlin. Getting striped marlin. So some really good fishing going on down there. But anyway, that's the report for this week. Be talking to you guys next Saturday. Anybody wants to book a trip down into southern Baja, mainland Mexico, all the way down to Central America and South America, and, of course, our Christmas Island trip, give us a call at Cast Tours at 800-593-6510, and I'll talk to you guys next week.
It seems hey, I'll tell you what, Cass, man, Christmas Island's back in the game, huh?
Yeah, I talked to Howard McKinney, the guy we booked the villages through there, and he said that they've got half the island now has received the vaccine, but they haven't administered it yet. They're waiting for the other half. Once that happens, they'll open up the island. So that could be a matter of a month before it's open and swinging around again and doing some great fishing down there. I've got our trip is planned for the middle of June of next year, and Howard says you guys are definitely going to be going, so I'm set. I can't wait to get back. It's been a couple of years now, and that's such a beautiful place.
Oh, it certainly is. It certainly is, for sure. Well, hey, thanks, Cass, man. Appreciate that very much, and we'll talk to you next Saturday. I misspoke on the weights on the Tuna Wars trip. I was way under. Michael corrected me. It was 514 pounds versus 486 pounds. Woo. So Liberty caught 514 for the 3 big fish, and the Tomahawk caught 486.
That's awesome. And again, that was the 3 big ones, and like you said, great going to the Tomahawk also. I mean, they had even more big tuna, but the biggest 3, which is what really mattered, went to the boys on the Liberty, and congratulations again to Captain Paul Hebert and Captain Taro. What a fun trip, man. That's so cool. And and another thing, I failed to mention Mike Lum. Mike Lum worked so hard, right? And there was a lot of Tim Baker, a lot of people worked so hard on it. Mike Lum worked tirelessly to put all that stuff together. He was just such an amazing person. And then I also want to acknowledge our buddy Wayne Koto, who's here he's here at Mossy Ford with us from CCA. Wayne did a great job, brought his sound system. He did the live auction and silent auction. Oh, right on, Wayne.
And I did some of the MC jobs, but without Wayne, I was losing my voice. And without Wayne, I couldn't have done it. So thanks, Wayne, for all your help. Wayne's always there helping out. I mean, it doesn't matter where it's CCA, Captain Rollo's Kids at Sea. And in addition to that, he's going to host our Let's Talk Hookup Searcher day-and-a-half trip this coming Tuesday. So he'll be going fishing on Tuesday on the Searcher with you. So if you're on that trip, you get to enjoy hanging out with Wayne.
I love it.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump back in the phone. Or actually, let's take a step up to the mic. Yeah. Jody from Vista. Jody's here with her great little dog.
Hi, Jody.
And, of course, Jody and Arnie always help out here, and we sure appreciate that. They picked up the cowboy this morning. All right. Good morning. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, this is an offbeat question. No offense, Ron. But I started thinking when I was down at the docks, looking at all the boats, how is a boat named? Who gets to name the boats? Is it the owner? Is it the captain? Kind of thing. It
is definitely the owner. The owner gets to have that thing. So most the majority of the boats down at the landings are owner operated. There are a few boats that are operated and owned by the landings themselves, but for the most part, it's the boats are all individually owned, and that person chooses to name it. Or there's some old boat stigma where some people don't like to change the name. You got to keep the name the same, or it's bad luck if you change it, and other ones think you got to get rid of the bad luck and change it to a new name. So there's all kinds of old stigmas around boat names, but and sometimes we'll see somebody buy a boat and then change the name back to one of its original names. There's all kinds of fun stuff with the naming of the boats down at the landings there, and all kinds of fun stories. But yeah, it's up to the individuals.
All right. Hey, Andy Norton from Bay Park, right around the corner here. He's got a question. Go ahead and step up to the mic there, Andy.
And he's making his way up.
Making his way up. Thanks for coming down to Mossy Ford. What a great crowd on this 4th of July weekend. I hope everybody's having fun and enjoying the hospitality here at Mossy Ford. And we want to thank Antonio for helping us out here. He's the Mossy Ford guy that helps us every year. So thanks, Antonio, for all your assistance here at Mossy Ford.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
How are you?
Happy 4th of July to everybody.
Yeah.
Same to you.
All right, just simple question. Are there yellowfin mixed in with the bluefin, or are we seeing a lot of yellowfin coming up now, or is it still kind of sparse?
Both would be the answer. Yes, there have been some yellowfin already this year. The cool part is the ones that have been mixed in have all been really nice. 50, 60s. The Pegasus had a 70-pound yellowfin, which is a huge yellowfin for local. Sounds like the majority of them have been still really nice, 30 to 40 pounds.
And we failed to mention the first albacore.
Yes,
the New Loan.
New Loan had an albacore.
Adam got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there have been. It's obviously it's still very early, and I wouldn't say that there's been a bunch of them. It's more been, oh, hey, look at that, we got a yellowfin. Yeah. But it is. You cannot say that it hasn't started, because it certainly has, and really nice grade. Most of them have been around 40 pounds. So,
fantastic.
It's been fun.
All right. Well, thanks for coming down.
Yeah. Hey, when we come back, we've got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. We got more of your phone calls, more stand-up mic questions, more catch reports, more fun. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on that Let's Talk Hookup app and the mightier 1090.
Henry David Thoreau said, "Many men go fishing all their lives without knowing that it's not the fish they are after." Let me tell you, it's been one wild year, but one thing that still rings true is how nice it is to get out on the water. And at Fastlane Kayaking, we have the tools to do it. Catch fish and social distance on the super stable and fully loaded fishing machine, the Hobie Pro Angler, now available with the Mirage Drive 360. Or explore our beautiful coastlines, bays, and lakes in comfort on a Hobie Compass or Passport. Or load up the car and hit the road with the inflatable Hobie i11S and kayak the stunning lakes in Eastern Sierra, or wherever you can dream of. The Fastlane team cannot begin to tell you how much we appreciate your business over the last 41 years. We are family-owned and operated, and always have been. And we're here to help you get on the water and spread the stoke. Check out our website at FastlaneKayaking.com or stop by the shop in Dana Landing Marina, right on the water in Mission Bay. Let's get out and make some memories.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
The ranch is unique. It's one of the few places in the world where you can still drive ATVs up the beach. We have fishing from the beach. We have dive trips that we run to Pomo in a number of different spots. Kayaking, of course, has been real big. We were one of the first hotels to introduce kayaking. The ranch is small, it's intimate, and it's 34 rooms, so everyone gets to know everyone. The old saying, where everyone knows your name. Well, truly at Rancho Leonero, the employees do know pretty darn near all our guests' names. And what's even more interesting is most of the guests know each other's names. Very personal, very intimate, and a special environment. 2 miles of beachfront, a mile on either side of the hotel. Rancho Leonero is really the last of the old-style Baja fishing resorts. 1-800-646-2252. 1-800-646-BAHA. And RanchoLeonero.com. I'll personally guarantee your best fishing experience and vacation at Rancho Leonero.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now with stores throughout Southern, Central, and Northern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
This is Captain Art Taylor of Searcher Sport Fishing. Celia and I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping celebrate Searcher's 50th anniversary. Our 2021 schedule is available now with more limited load trips. The Searcher has a great crew, fantastic food, a family atmosphere to make your fishing adventure complete. Book your trip online at searchersportfishing.com. That's searchersportfishing.com. Or call Celia at 619-226-2403.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. We're having a great time here this morning. We are live at Mossy Ford in Pacific Beach, having a great show.
Oh, yeah, great time, great show. A lot of giveaways here. Cowboy has brought the donuts and cookies, and
he always hooks it up.
Yeah, Tommy P and he are giving away a ton of gear, and a lot of fun here, and a great group. We're all very thankful for all of you to come out and spend part of your 4th of July weekend, and thanks to those of you who couldn't come out and spending it with us either on the Mighty or 1090 or the Let's Talk Hookup app. Thank you, too.
Yeah,
we
no doubt.
It.
Hey, I want to mention, too, it's been a busy morning on the phones. Lots of phone calls already packed up. But if you do want to get through, give us a call. 213-432-1090. Or better yet, come down, step up to the microphone where you're going to have your chance at winning that Anza fillet knife.
All right, Eddie Means is up.
Hey, what's up, Eddie?
Thanks for coming down to Mossy Ford, Eddie.
Got a sporting some new Psycho Pro Fluoro, too.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Good stuff.
It's really good stuff. Yeah, I like that a lot. What's up, Eddie?
Hey, I don't have a question today, but I just want to give thanks to Pete and Ricky and Ron. Pete for all the great trips. If you look, every year I look at the trips, see what's coming up, and I like this year I'm on 3 trips. And
wow!
And you get to meet.
What trips are you on, Eddie? Which trips are you on?
Monday I'm going on the Cedros.
Good job.
Wow. That's great. With Dave Dolan is going to be hosting that.
With Dave Dolan and Harry and Cheer and Dave and I'm going on a Liberty trip, 2-day trip.
Nice.
And then there's a Shogun trip, 6-day. I go on that trip. I've been on that trip like 6 years in a row.
The 6-day Shogun trip.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been on that trip 1 year in a row.
and you're going again.
You get to meet these interesting people on fishing trips. Ron, I just want to thank Ron for the stories. We've had so much fun on that trip. Surf stories and fishing stories and all kinds of, and our grandkids and everything.
It's all the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of blessed kooks.
That's all I have.
That's awesome, buddy.
All right. Cool. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks for coming down to Mossy Ford. Let's go ahead and jump in the phones, Rick.
You got it. We're going to next up talk to Mitchell calling us from San Diego this morning. What's up, Mitchell? Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Happy 4th of July, a long-time listener on your show all the way back to Marty days. I was thinking about going down to Magdalena Bay, and I was wondering if primitive camping is allowed. I haven't been able to find anything online, just whale watching and Mag Bay Lodge and fishing charters. I was wondering, is camping designated areas, or can you go exploring around down there?
There are some primitive camps. There are some guys. There's some outfitters that have camps on the lake.
Mag Bay.
Mag Bay. I'm sorry. Yeah. There was a guy that had a camp outfit down there. I forget.
I know that there were guys that did surf trips. That was exactly as you described, kind of a camp style, but I know you put them. I just don't know. I wish I did. I would love to give you the info. I know a lot of our customers.
Is it legal to just stop somewhere in camp without getting in trouble with the federales?
Man, I just don't know the answer. I wish I did, buddy. I would sure pass it along. I just flat out don't know. I know that a lot of our customers use an outfit called Mag Bay Outfitters.
Okay, yeah, and, that's the one I was thinking.
I think he does a lot more of like helping with the permit process, and obviously has lines up people for fuel and things like that. So at worst, he would probably be a great source of information. I wish I knew more.
So you may look that up.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Mag Bay Outfitters. Yeah. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Roy from San Diego is here at Mossy Ford. Thanks for coming down, Roy.
What's up, Roy?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Great.
Good. Ron, good to see you as always. Let's see. Around last Christmas time, so you guys had some kind of refurbished 180 drives. Do you guys still have those available, or are they all gone?
Wow, that was funny you mentioned that. We right after we were on the show, I think Pete says, "Hey, you've got some of those drives." Well, we had a run on them, and they just sold out.
I got one.
Hey, that's
nice.
good. But for whatever reason, they had some more, and I found out about it, and I bought them all. So I have them, and
Nice.
I believe we have about. I think it's now under 10. But they're the new ones with the kick-up in them.
Yeah.
The kick-up fins.
And I think they all have turbo fins.
So explain that for people that don't
right.
know. The Mirage Drive from Hobie is revolutionary. It's the pedal system on the kayak.
Oh, I love talking about Mirage Drives.
But so start with what the original ones, and then why do you want the 180s, the kick-up fins, all that? Kind of go through the whole scenario.
When the Mirage Drive first came out, and we're talking 21 years ago or 22 years ago, it was a most phenomenal propulsion system I've ever seen, kind of patterned after penguin fins, swimming under the boat. And I'm going, I remember telling the guy, why do we need that? And, boy, now I say I'll take 20.
Yeah.
And then as it evolved, they made longer fins and square top.
Faster.
Yeah, faster. And then they put bearings in them, and the bearings made them another notch faster. And then, I mean, of all things, they figured out how to put reverse on it, where you pull a line and those flippers turn around and you're going backwards.
That's so cool.
Which means
so you want to fish boiler rocks or something like that?
I'm glad you said that, Pete.
Yeah.
When I first saw it in action, I kind of slowed it. Why do we need that? Well, I'm looking at Chris Minnick sitting in the boiler rocks, casting, hooking up, and backing out, and I'm going, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and now, after all these years of building, Mirage Drives, they come up with the vulnerable part was that if you hit something and you hit it hard enough, you could bend one of those stainless steel masts. Well, now they just kick up, and as you pedal, they lock back in.
Wow.
It's genius. And there's an engineer that works for Hobie. His name is Phil. And when Phil goes by, I just start doing I am not worthy. He's the most amazing guy. He did the Pro Angler seat, which is the most comfortable seat in any kayak, and he did the 360 Mirage Drive. He's just one of those guys. Now, when I say he did it, he's got a whole group, and they all work together. That group up there at Hobie's like no other. A team of engineers doing
now,
this.
Roy will probably attest to this. Did that 180 change your life?
Yeah, it did. It backfits because I had a 2013, so it fit there right away.
And it did.
That's cool. So that's another.
So if you have an older Mirage Drive system, it still fits in.
Yeah, it did.
And then when you do get a new Mirage Drive, how valuable is that old one on Craigslist? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, really?
It's like
cool.
some of these guys are keeping them as backup.
So you do have some remanufactured 180s that people could come down Fastlane and buy.
Yeah, that's like last time. That's top secret.
Okay. Not anymore.
Sorry.
We just let the bag out.
Nice job.
Hey, thanks for coming down to Mossy Ford, Roy.
I think we can handle it.
When we
Thanks,
come back,
Roy. Good to see you.
We got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup. We're live at Mossy Ford in Pacific Beach. We're going to check in with the Catch Report and take a whole lot more of your phone calls and stand-by questions. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the mightier 1090.
Seakeeper, the leader in marine stabilization, has launched its newest, smallest, and most radically different model, the Seakeeper 1. Now, for the first time, stabilization is available for boats as small as 23 feet. The Seakeeper 1 is designed to eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on vessels 23 to 30 feet. With a fresh new look, the Seakeeper 1 has a compact flush mount installation and runs on 12-volt battery power. Installation is a breeze. It can fit under almost any seat. Now your skiff can enjoy the comfort and enjoyment that only a Seakeeper-equipped boat can provide. Check out the Seakeeper Demo boat at upcoming shows and arrange a free test drive. Seakeeper has changed the lives of many Southern California anglers, including Pete Gray, and will allow you to stay on the fishing grounds when others need to head back to port. Visit seakeeper.com/take-a-ride to arrange a demo. Eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on your trailer boat. Seakeeper. Once you feel it, you'll never boat without it.
Hey, this is Rosie with Cedro Sport Fishing, and now also La Bacana Sport Fishing. From world-class yellowtail and calicos at Cedros to grouper and estuary fishing at La Bacana. Our Cedros Lodge is nestled on the cliff's edge, and the bungalows at La Bacana are within steps to the Pacific Ocean. Both trips depart through the CBX in San Diego, and the flights are direct. 2 awesome destinations with the same great service. What are you waiting for? Call me at 619-772-7570 or check us out at cedrosportfishing.com. Book soon. Trips are going fast.
You're listening to a new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk. The all-new and mightier 1090 and the mightier1090.com. Shimano has done it again. An amazing lever drag 2-speed reel at an affordable price. It's Speedmaster 2, the extremely durable high-performance Speedmaster 2 with high maximum drag power and a smooth ultra-wide range of drag adjustability is an absolute fish-fighting machine. Its rigid Hagani body prevents misalignment of moving parts under the heaviest loads. Plus, a spare drag cam is included for optimal use with monofilament lines. The Speedmaster is now available in 4 models, 12, 16, 20, and 25. This is the perfect reel for the angler looking for a powerful, lightweight, smooth casting reel for tuna or other powerful saltwater game fish at a more affordable price. Nothing in its class can match the Shimano Speedmaster 2, built to provide high-end performance and dependability in a compact, lightweight frame. Get the Shimano Speedmaster 2 lever drag reel at your local Shimano dealer. Check Shimano.com for all the details.
One of the dream trips for most anglers is Alaska. There are so many lodges. How do you make a choice? It's easy. Choose the one most Let's Talk Hookup listeners return to time after time. Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. No one does it better than Kingfisher Charters. They offer the best service, the most comfortable accommodations, fantastic food, and the finest charter captains in Sitka. All for the ultimate value. One visit and you will understand why nobody beats Kingfisher Charters. Sitka is famous for some of the best runs of salmon in Alaska. And if giant Alaskan halibut is your target, the expert captains at Kingfisher Charters know the hot spots and can put you on a fish of a lifetime. Plenty of rockfish and huge lingcod are there too. And when it comes to fish processing, the best in Alaska is Kingfisher Charters. It's all included in your package. In fact, everything is included except tips. It is truly amazing how the Kingfisher crew continues the quality of service they deliver year after year. Kingfisher Charters, 800-727-6136 or check kingfishercharters.com.
Your San Diego County Ford dealer knows that vehicles are not one size fits all, and they have a variety to choose from to suit your individual wants and needs. Looking for a truck to handle both work and play? The legendary F-150 has you covered with its military-grade aluminum alloy body and high-strength steel frame and smart technology, like the available Pro Trailer Backup Assist to help you back up your boat with the turn of a dial. Or do you need a vehicle that's ready for your next adventure? The Ford Ranger is standing by, so grab your gear and let's go. This adventure ready truck has an available terrain management system that has 4 selectable drive modes depending on what terrain you're on for optimum performance. Is an SUV more your speed? No problem. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have those too. The 2020 Ford Explorer has been completely redesigned inside and out and has available 3rd-row power-fold seats to easily accommodate more passengers or cargo and available twin-panel moonroof to let the outdoors in. Visit buyfordnow.com to learn more or visit your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.